Hey guys, this is Chris from the Swordcast Adventures, and you are listening to the Mongers Actual Play Podcast. Enjoy. Hey guys, this is Chris from the Swordcast Adventures. You are listening to the Mongers Actual Play Podcast. Enjoy.
Taldor's massive underclass, called the Unbearded, make up 99% of Taldor's population. They are merchants, craftsmen, day laborers, dock workers, vagabonds, soldiers, sailors, and so on. Taldor's crushing tax rate and import tariffs ensure that the poor of Taldor remain poor, as do the politics of the ruling class regarding the rights of citizens. The Unbearded, amazingly, the heart of the Empire has never rebelled against this stratified and oppressive establishment. The Grand Princes have been careful to raise key citizens from the ranks of the Unbearded in order to keep the compatriots ever hopeful that after hard work and long loyalty to the Empire, they may one day join the ranks of the Bearded. Taldor's military offers such an avenue to advancement. Because of that, the Taldian Horse and Imperial Navy are loyal and strong, and fight hard for the Empire, if only to gain the notice of their comrades and receive a promotion to the ranks of the Bearded.
Hello everyone, and welcome to a little bit of a test stream today. What are we doing? Well, we're going to do a little bit of dice before Dishonor. That's our hope, our wish, with some of our cast, because it's just kind of mean for our Simply 2nd edition podcast live stream with Rob Hammond, who's in the house tonight. Thank you for joining us, Rob. While we're working out some technical things, like a background that just went crazy for you, Cheryl.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay. These are the things we need to stream to work out here. So we are going to play some Dice Before Dishonor with a limited cast, and we are begging your forgiveness. We have Gamma Knight, since 1996, superfan Alan Cooper Jr. in the house tonight watching our stream. Say hello to Coop. See if he sees us. See if he's still there. Don't know.
Wait. There's me too. I'm still here.
Well, I suppose we did promise you'd return one day, so I suppose you were here enough to level. Fine, Mr. Messina. How did Bartholomew do? What did you take another level of?
Cavalier.
Of course, thank you.
Of course.
What were you expecting, people? Come on, it's the all-Cavalier party.
Yes. I continued on my path of the noble Cavalier, and I became better at aiding my allies and telling them what to do.
So our static hit point goes up. You know what? I'd like, gentlemen, all of you to roll the d8s you need for your horses, because even though I promised you guys a static hit point max at the moment, as long as you stayed in Cavalier, you got to roll for your mounts. So, across the board, starting with Ryan, d8. Now, the cool thing about a mount is it starts with 2d8, and they got one full, and then they rolled the second one. But today, right here on d20, roll d20. Looking at you, d20. Hoping for sponsorship, just saying. Roll those d20, boys, starting with Ryan, and add them to your mounts. Right here for your listening and viewing pleasure. And call them out. Anyone? Starting with Zeta?
Is it a D20? I thought it was a D10.
It's a D10 on roll 20.
I thought it was 2d20 plus 8.
Yeah, what he said.
No.
All right, so you want a D10.
I want a D8. You're a mount.
Oh, wait.
You're a horse. You're a wolf. Gets a D8.
Yay.
No, I think my wolf gets a D10. Hold on, let me check.
You guys are mounts. Your mounts get their monsters. They get D8s.
6.
You're right, D8.
Okay.
6 for Nagrath.
Okay, add 6 to Nagrath's total, sir.
1 for Vicky.
Vicky's getting old. She's smart, but she's getting up there. 1 hit point
All right,
for Vicky, but might want to hold her in the back of the next battle.
8! I rolled an 8! Yes! Barkley the Machine!
And against
Barkley
roll
is
20, betrays Frank Hamilton again.
Barkley is basically always doing push-ups, so that's fair.
That's true. As he walks. Let's see if how your horse is doing there, Leon.
Mukage got 5.
in the middle.
So
a couple average.
I stole your roll, Frank. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's right. And, if a fall buys a horse, he's just going to get the static first level horse. Nope, no horse for you. You're a rogue.
No, he's going to get some wicked cardio in.
Wicked cardio. Now, your base attack goes up. How about your reflex fortitude save? Because they would be affected by your archetype separately.
Still Cavalier.
Okay. So a little bit of fortitude, maybe?
My fortitude went up some, and that's it.
Okay. And
I'm a Cavalier.
Your second level Cavalier, you get a trait. But this trait might be, or this ability thingy, would be swapped out by your archetype. What archetype did you take for Cavalier? Didn't you take something specific besides?
I did, but none of that comes into play yet.
Okay, so what about your order?
I am a Order of the Dragon.
Okay, does that change anything? Because Frank's order changed something for him.
Yes, that is why I am good at telling my friends what to do. Almost as good as a halfling.
Okay.
So I can aid my allies and give them a +3.
All right.
Nice.
Yes. Go, hit him in the face. Right in the nose. He hates that. Don't get hit. It will result in you losing blood. Jump out of the fireball. It will toast your regions.
Okay.
This and many more words of encouragement. I have a whole tape of them.
Oh, okay. That he's playing while he's
words of
absent from the
encouragement.
party. Well, we'll have to throw you in something. Maybe flashbacks of Echoes of Honor, precursoring levels, which will stack up upon your mighty return. But for right now, Ryan is a daddy and can only be slotted in certain things. He's chosen Star Wars over Dice for Dishonor, solid choice, and gives us a chance to add some rotating cast, which are going to be Cavaliers that are auditioning, but we shall see. But right now, gentlemen, we're going to talk about 2nd edition Pathfinder podcast pending. That's right, we're going 2nd edition, gentlemen, and let's not forget going evil, Hell's Vengeance, coming in the few months to come. So look into our trailers, and we will see you next time on Dice Before Dishonor. But moving on, the show waits for no man, no woman. Let me pull up some maps here. Now, unfortunately, I've also, again, the distinct pleasure of thanks to our, hopefully, soon-to-be sponsors through Corey Thomas of Dark Galaxies Gaming at Fantasy Grounds. Now, this is going to ours, the GM's cut, but a little look behind the scenes. You guys get to see what I'm seeing. Our actual, shall we say, actual battle maps. Look at this. Wonderful stuff that you get to see. You know what? I don't think I load the module. I don't think I loaded the adventure. No, I have. What do we have? Oh, look, there's the Crownfall, and there we go. Terribly sorry. Unload. Load. Oh, I think I've buggered it. Right at the stream already. Trying to look so professional. It's frozen up. Probably because I'm streaming right off this computer. There we go. Load this. Unload book 2. No peeking at book 2. And picking up a little bit of a hum and some distortion from you there, Rob. Going back into wonderful images and maps. And let's see if we can't find the Senate. Because, here we go. Ah, yes, look, here's the Senate of Taldor. Isn't it nice? It's a lovely shot. Lovely picture. You guys see this? Probably not. Let me share it with you. Now you can see it. It's the Senate of Taldor. Okay? Let's all go to Taldor. Yes. So this is an overview of the entire Senate. And these lovely little pegs, for me, are, encounters. You're not supposed to see that. So what if I try... actually, that was the player's map. The GM's map is probably much more detailed. Yeah, it has A1 and A2 and A3 sticking out of it. But for our purposes, it might actually be better for me to use that one. Anyway, I believe I'd like to take the scene where we left off in our last episode. There's a new girl in town. To the arcade, which is the very first room that the players walked into. And I believe that our female cavalier, who's supposed to be a courtly knight and an Order of the Star, who look after clergy.
Sure that I am.
Yes. You're an Order Star. You're looking after clergy, and you had lost your charge. Juan Zubari, played by cameoing NPC Rob Hammond tonight, again, has wandered off and we were doing some D6 action trying to get you figured out, and you'd found him, sort of. You kind of popped up in the same room, and you actually didn't see him hiding behind, I believe, what Bartholomew called the Holy Screamer, that awesome crossbow that he misnamed. And Fafal saw you, and the young, charming blue-skinned man, approaches you rapidly. So, Jalissa, what do you do? Do you wait to have this man catch you? Are you going to slink off yourself? Keep looking for we know who?
Sorry, did you say that I could see Fafal?
You see him rapidly closing on you, yes.
Okay. And Zubari is nowhere to be seen?
No. Quick perception, perhaps?
Yes.
60 feet, blue man closing. 30 feet. While you're working on that, Winston, I believe we had you talking to Duke Leonard Clementis and his sort of mechanical chair.
Sweet ride.
Yeah. You'd given him a message, and then what? You waited for his response, and then...
waited to see if he had a response or not.
Yeah, that's right. Go on.
And if he doesn't, I don't know. I think I just have the one last missive to deliver to the junior senator guy.
Yes.
Who's being waylaid with the rest of the party.
Okay. You want to find him?
It's probably a good idea. Yeah.
Okay. So riding Winston back into the back of the archives in that little room, you find Barclay. Winston rides Barclay. The back of the archives. So let me just slide our map here. Action scene. So the map slowly slides over. Oop. I have to admit, we are new to using Fantasy Grounds. It's taking a bit of a learning curve for us here.
It's not bad. Okay. It's very intuitive. It's a great interface. I like it.
Yes, we like it too. And we have our man from Dark Galaxies Gaming, which we will be streaming to our Pathfinder 2nd Edition content coming soon. Next Friday, we launch our Pathfinder 2nd Edition live stream of Age of Ashes right there on Corey's channel, Dark Galaxies Gaming, as well as hopefully doubling down a co-stream on our channel right here on the GM's Cut. So, Winston, in the old back corner.
Yep.
Let's see if I can't pull up the old party map here, party sheet, and drop you right in there. Where's the... There we go. Winston. Let's see if we can't drag you onto the... There he is. There we go.
Yay.
Hey. And the room's abandoned.
No. There's nobody here.
There's guards and the beat-up sycophants. Elephants? Sycophants? Sycophants. Thank you.
Well, then I will inquire with the guard at the door.
Okay.
Around. Hi there, guard at the door.
Yep.
Excuse me, good sir, but you wouldn't happen to know where Lord Gildervarth is traversed onto?
Hey there, little fella! I'm glad you're here. I'm stuck here until we clean up the crime scene. So if you could go get me like a tray of hors d'oeuvres that they're passed around the archives or something for me and the boys, that'd be great.
Unfortunately, sir, I have my own mission to see to here.
Oh, so not even some of those crab cakes?
Well, if I see... Oh, these crab cakes.
The stuff you stashed in your pouch.
Well, I was, saving these for... all right. Here you go. Have a crab cake.
Oh, thanks, fella. You servants are the best. Anyway, he looks at it, he dusts some wolf hair off of it, pops his mouth. Really good. Even cold. Kind of tastes like... Anyway. Well, I can't let you in here, son. Sorry. Go do what you got to do. But no, everyone's gone. Just some people were resting. Have to search elsewhere.
So you don't know where Lord Gildervarth has moved on to?
No. Can't say I have.
Great.
Good crab cake, so.
Lean down, scratch Barclay under the chin, slip him a crab cake.
Looks like you're going to have to use your sniffer, fella.
Oh, you want...
Lord Gildervarth.
All right. So can I have a survival check to get the little guy to track? Does he actually have this? Now, just because the wolf has the scent ability doesn't mean he's trained to track for you.
Well, he is trained to track for me, so...
No, I'm just saying, you have this... He's learned this in his skill set under, in character and such?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you pull up the roll, and while you're playing with that and get his nose to the ground, we will go back to Jalissa. Perceiving.
+5.
Perceiving, Jalissa. What'd you get?
11.
11. Oh, it's not like the guy's trying to hide. But...
doing really good at it anyway.
Yeah, he's can't quite pick him out. Anyway, if you stay put Fafal is going to intercede you. But you can move around if you want to just kind of
No, that's fine.
get off.
I will let him.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because he's not here today. Hayden will never forgive me if I have to play his character.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
No. You
He's
do
missing
what
out.
your character would do. You know,
He is missing out.
Yeah. I'll play him. I'm just saying.
Come to the ladies' aid.
Yeah, it's. I'll play him. I'm just saying. Help a DM out here. No cat pawing. No on the rails. What would your character do? Would you wait for him, politely talk, or just ignore him and head off?
I would wait for him. I would like to enlist his help.
Okay.
To find
Yes,
my
great.
quarry.
What wonderful internet test stream that we're about to embark here today, and I get to play someone else's character.
Aiden, I apologize.
What? Yeah. You ready for this? A sylph in courtly attire, a courtier's outfit, who was rescued by one of our leaders, Lord Gildervarth, Samish Gildervarth himself, played by Frank Hamilton, and been dragged into this Cavalier game. The only sort of extended NPC cameo from one of our Rollmongers crew that is not a Cavalier for our Dice Before Dishonor live stream that we've got going here today. Oh, my dear, it's so nice to see you again. It must have been fate that we've caught up together. The stars shine upon our meeting. Whoops, I dropped my R2. Gush in your direction. What do you do?
I would have to agree with you, Sugar.
Oh, your words are so sweet. No, he doesn't laugh like that. I'm just going to try and make the player hate me. So, he just starts laying it on. And I can't really have an NPC. You have to choose as a player, if he's getting anywhere or if diplomacy's working or whatever. But you said something a moment ago about trying to enlist his aid.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I have a diplomacy?
Yes.
And he seems quite willing to, try to enamor himself towards you. So I'll even give you a +4. Yeah. I'll give you a +4 to the roll.
Whoops. Sorry, I wrote the wrong thing. I'm sorry. Hold on a second.
You want to keep that 18? That's not bad.
Well,
Too late now. It's on the air. It's up. Sorry.
Okay.
What is your diplomacy?
So 18 + 4.
Okay. Now, what is your actual diplomacy?
My actual diplomacy.
You can still add a modifier. I'm just making keep the roll.
Where did my character go? There I am.
Well, even +4, it's like 22.
I have a +8.
Oh, wow. So we're... Jeez, I shouldn't even give you a +4. That's like 20. 26, like 30. My dear, you point, and I shall go. We will find Zubari together. I will find and bring him here presently. Don't you move. And off he goes. Actually, quite nimbly slipping and navigating in the crowd. He does seem to know his way around a social setting, and off he goes.
Wonderful.
Yes. So... shout out to Gamma Knight since 1996 here. One of our super fans, Alan Cooper Jr. I always get his name wrong, or Coop, as we like to call him, has been one of our fans since the beginning, and thank you for taking the time on a Sunday, sir, for helping us do this sort of test stream. Now, even though we are not usually streaming Dice Before Dishonor, we're kind of using a little testing ground today, checking out how we like the video, mucking around with Fantasy Grounds. We only have half a cast, and now we have an actual person in the chat that we can interact with. So everyone say hi, Coop.
Hi, Coop.
Hello.
Hi, Coop. I don't know if we can really do that with everybody that pops up, but hey, since I'm already admin today. Now, Rob, if you actually want to pull up the stream and, let's make sure that this all looks good. Just don't pull up audio or it'll double back on you. So, moving things along. Winston, with the sniffer.
Yep.
What do you got going?
I rolled an 18 plus Barkley gets he has 1, but when he tracks by scent he gets a bonus +4 to his survival check, so a total of 23.
Oh, okay. All right. So, yeah, he gets excited about something and starts heading off.
Yeah, I'll let him take the reins, so to
Okay.
speak. And
Yep.
maybe while he's tracking, keep my eyes open to replenish my crab cake supply.
Okay.
Oh, that's better.
So he goes. Now, we know that Varth is upstairs in the gallery. And to get to those stairs, you've got to go near the kitchen. And this is where he sort of, he goes through the Senate and goes around. Now, you actually do take note of a small crowd. I mean, the Senate's packed with people. We got 220 senators alone, let alone all the guests that we got going on here. But taking the wide way around here, you get blocked by the Elfin Guard when you get towards the Emperor's little groove room, the back deal door that's going on.
Okay, yep.
Okay, and you've got a sort of these rooms here that are I'm just showing now, blocked off straight in here with the Elfin Guard.
Well, what's going on? What's the
That's
good
interesting.
word?
Sorry, I just noticed like my cursor on my screen is like 30 feet left of where it is on the actual stream. So I'm like, I'm waving right in front of Barkley.
Barkley.
Right, and on what I'm seeing going up here is like way off here. That is strange. Way up here. Anyway, line Elfin men. So you got to kind of deke through the Senate itself.
Okay.
Okay. Can I have a perception check while you're making your way around here? Dun 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 dun.
In the chat window. 15 for my perception.
Okay. You do take note of a very tall senator who looks like a mountain man, as it were. Doesn't seem to fit in, and he has a crowd around him. And among the people there, it's a small crowd. You distinctly see Leon's profile, like the armor and stuff that, you know what I mean? Picking your friend out of a crowd is easier at corner of your eye as opposed to, like, you know, that type of thing. So it's like, oh, okay, well, that's where Leon is. Heading off, and then sniff, and he takes you all the way to where there's the gallery stairs, but unbeknownst to you, maybe getting distracted by the kitchen, you know, he starts wandering towards the kitchen and away from Varth, who isn't here today. That's the second player. But, of course, no, I'm sorry. You do what your character would do. No, he's trying to get me in trouble with Frank, too. As soon as he saw me do 8, he's like, I'm going to make a beeline for Frank's character. And he was out here.
As Barkley leads towards the kitchen, I'm just thinking to myself, well,
I guess it's been a while since I've seen Lord Gildevarth have a meal.
Anyway, you are turned away from the kitchen. Maybe you want to rev up his nose, because technically I need you to spam me a bunch of checks. There's a lot of people, a lot of smells.
Sure.
And for you to track Varth through a crowd, the DC is probably pretty insane.
I got a 21 for my next check.
Okay, keep them coming.
And an 18 for my next one.
Yeah, Barkley seems to know where he's going as long as...
And a 14 for the next.
What would we say that Gildervarth smells like? Sarenrae? He smells like sunbeams and
like
polished armor. He smells like taboo religions.
Like a meadow after a fresh spring rain.
Ode to Gildervarth.
Frank's going to love you said that.
We're going to bottle that.
Yeah. So.
Now with essence of Sarenrae.
Yeah.
Except in Cheliax.
Yeah. Extra tariffs to bottle that, get that stuff going through there.
Sprinkle it on to attract Hell Knights.
Yeah. I'm picking up a lot of your room, Rob. I need you closer in, but muted up for the wash I'm getting. So
actually, I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Sure. So Winston, closing in. Dun, 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 dun. Right. Our Lady Cavalier.
Okay.
Trying to, get Fafal heading off in a direction. Want to continue your search for the missing man, as it were.
Isn't he looking for someone else?
You've got Fafal looking for Zubari.
Yes.
Right. Now, what do you want to do? You want to continue to look on your own?
Yes, I will continue to search on my own.
Okay. Do you want to circle the room, perhaps, or stay here so he can't get out? Because you do know that if you enter the room, the DC to find him would go down, but he could leave the room. I've got you in the doorway where there's nowhere you can go but out into the...
I will stay as close to the door as possible and just walk from
along the wall, back and forth. Yeah, so you got a spot.
Back and forth in front of the door.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay. Can I have another perception check, please? And we'll probably know, roll high enough and you realize that Rob's left the room, so we can... 12. Not quite yet. Can I have a couple more? I'll tell you what. We'll delay this in time. You give me a couple. I'm looking for a certain number here. 1. You see him. There he is. And you go up, and there's another gentleman from the Mwagi Expanse with like similar... Turn around. Part. Can I help you?
There. Another one.
Hey, another ambassador. All these Mwagi guys.
I'm very distracted.
Just wandering around.
He stumbles across the whole Milwaukee contingent. It's just like their whole group of collective clerics that are all gathered together and discussing. It's just like, it's you. No, it's you. No, it's you.
Well, maybe not Mwagi, but maybe actual clerics of Adabar, because like it's how he dresses, right? As well as, you only get the back of the head, and if he's got the big ornate thing on, you might not pick up the Mwagi skin tone or whatever. But forgive me. So, learning so much today about what you can and can't do on live camera. Back to Winston.
Back to me.
Back to you.
So I give you a bunch of rolls.
Mm-hmm.
All of them were very good, actually. Really.
What are they now?
Yeah.
I have no recollection. If only there was a hard copy. Oh, right. Scrolling back. Fine. If there was only a hard copy we could reference to live. Ah, crap.
Yeah, 21:18.
Yeah. I love how Coop is heckling us here. You see, look at this. Like, he's outside. No, clerics of Adabar, notoriously stealthy. No, it's not helping, dude. It's funny, but really, let's not make Cheryl not want to play with us, please. So what are we looking at here? 15, 21, 18, 14. You tell him we can't go in the kitchen. You head him off, and he's sniffing around, kind of heading towards the stairs, and then doubles back, and he just keeps seeming to want to come back to this kitchen. So maybe he's actually in this general area. Maybe that's the problem.
Okay. Or maybe Barkley just wants to eat Gildervarth, so he smells food cooking and holier than thou.
Maybe.
Well, then I'll kind of linger near the entrance to the kitchen and see if I can catch one of the servantry.
Mm-hmm.
Work my halfling charm.
Okay. Maybe it's just dumb luck, or I refuse to come up with new halfling voices. Right? You catch Mike on one of his runs in and out with a tray.
Ha-ha, Mike! Just the lad I was looking for. You're familiar with my companion, Lord Gildervarth, are you not?
He thinks for a minute. What makes you say I would be?
Well, his name alone carries some renown.
Oh, yeah. Tall fella, right? Kind of rolling his eyes till he's sort of guessing. A tall fella. Kind of humanish, maybe half-orcish. Yeah, the humanish, half-orcish type gen fellow that you hang around with, right? Yeah.
No. This man is a knight of the court. His family is the Gildervarth, cousin to the heir to the throne.
Gildervarth. No, sorry. Can't say I recognize the name.
He kind of looks like Ryan Gosling and Brad Pitt had a love child.
Really? Well, I think I'd like to meet him.
Me too.
Let me know if you see him. I gotta get back to work. He just gets off with his tray. And the D20 rolls completely waste your time if I have not myself. But anyway, moving on.
Well, sure I'll run into him soon enough.
Sooner or later.
Yeah.
Sooner or later. We gotta, something's gonna happen here. So, yes, you, with your hand up in the back. Sorry, there we go. Now I can do that. There you go. He's doing. Sorry, I gotta get going. No? I just thought maybe, some stage...
Theatrics?
Okay. A little...
Well, if that's the case, you can always find something to do to entertain yourself.
Well, there is the missions. You were supposed to go back to Lady Lothith herself, and all that bit.
Oh, right. I had to deliver a couple. Yeah, so you're right. So that would be where I should go.
Mm-hmm.
Would be to track her down, and I last
finish the mission, man.
I last saw her in the gallery, I believe.
Yes, right up these stairs. Oh, funny enough. After all that bantering and meandering.
Since I'm right there.
Yeah. Now, they don't have a map for the gallery, so I'm just going to use this part that's sort of beside the kitchen.
Sure.
So, with you back up there, looking for Lothith, can I have a perception, please?
Mm-hmm. Clicky, percepty.
You see
17.
You see your future ex-wife, still entertaining children. The halfling harlequin lady that you and Leon did all that stuff with the kids with a couple episodes back. She's still working and stuff. Pointedly ignoring you this time. You do see Lothith, and you see Varth in a corner talking to someone who looks very important.
Well, I don't need to talk to him. I just need to talk to the junior senator.
Okay.
Which I'm hoping he did manage to hang around with him.
Well, you can ask him where, if you've seen him, where he's gone off to.
Sure. Then I will do so.
Okay. Sparing Frank the shame of me playing his character, he Winston, he politely introduces you to the cast and everything, and when we get back and shoot Frank, we'll have that intimate, you in there, hey.
We'll dialogue that on the Frank.
Yeah, on the fly, there you go. But no, last time you saw him, he was where the guards were, down in the room where it all went down, so sorry.
Excellent.
But Lothith's here, if you want to finish up.
Yeah, I'll go deliver the messages I have to her, and let her know that I have just one left to deliver.
Okay. What do you got going on behind you there? You're talking about you had a Winston picture with the wolf, and now what is this?
It's a better, more vicious.
I just see a gray smear or a wolf ducking behind a rock. What do we got going on here?
See the little dude on the back of the wolf as the wolf like runs across the tundra.
Oh, okay. So that's. Oh, okay, right. Okay, I can see the eye and the nose and everything now, and there's a little tiny. So it's a real close shot of.
Yeah.
Matt, you just sit like that. You just sit way over there. You
go. No, I just, the live stream. Interested in the the new art here. Oh, is that your holy chains that you got going on there?
Where's my holy keys of
I thought he was gonna pull up a holy symbol, so I went off and I got this prop. I was like, that's really great.
Work on one.
Yeah, okay. So let's flip to Zubari himself. You were trying to avoid sort of being policed. You felt you were being sort of shown what they want you to see.
Exactly what it is. Zubari's come to explore. He's not come to be told what to see.
Yeah, shown the wallpaper, whatever. Yeah. And you were kind of ushered through the gallery in the beginning to meet some people in the back, and you try to work your way back.
Yeah.
Can I have a perception check from you, sir? Looking for interesting things. 6.
Wait a second. That's not right.
Well, that's a raw 6. Gonna make you keep it, but what's your modifier?
That's what I'm looking for.
Okay. Because we've had the Cavalier going back and forth across the doorway and can't find you, and grabbing a whole bunch of clerics of Adabar going, there you are! Oh, do you need healing? It's only $5.95. No, not you.
I have a +3.
Okay. So a whopping 9. Okay. So as you guys, it was funny, imagine the camera and the scene panning around, and the two of them just kind of keep missing each other and going through the room, and you're not aware of them, you're not aware of you.
Hey, if I see the blue skin, I just scrunch a little bit and go the other way.
Well, you do not know that somebody is looking for you. I forgot about Fafal. I'm going to do some rolls here for good old Fafal.
Oh, no.
Oh, there you are, my good man. Please, I must have you come with me. We must not keep the lady waiting.
Keep the lady waiting? No, of course.
All right.
Away.
Excuse me while I just, fulfill this one purpose during this live stream and drag it. So he drags you back to the door, and it's like at the last minute, you see away from the door's right there. If you could untangle yourself from Fafal, you could bolt through the door and go through the petting zoo and maybe lose her, but she is literally speaking with clerics of your order that are from Taldor, apologizing. No, I'm so sorry. Apologize?
I am so sorry.
Because you've been accosting all these clerics of Adabar, and they're like, now they want to give you healing for a good rate, for a good money, and now they follow you around,
No, I do not wish to have healing.
Yeah, I'm good.
I am looking for one of your order.
Oh, yes. Me? You found one of our order, my lady. Type of thing. Anyway, Rob, Zubari, yes. If you wish to, while she's distracted for a moment, and Fafal's like, over here, lady, I found it, kind of thing.
No, to be honest, as much as Zubari is looking for experience, he does. I will actually go back to where she is, because now I'm kind of causing her a problem.
Okay, polite of you. Okay.
Zubari will find a pretty lady.
Yep. Julissa. Fafal, true to his word, produces a sheepish-looking Juan Zubari, Mwagi Expanse cleric visiting from out of town across the inner sea, and is placed in your charge once more.
I am returned.
Give him shit. Give him hell.
No more running off. You need to come with me now.
Where are we going?
This way.
Maybe anywhere, but direction if needed.
She's to accompany you and keep an eye on you.
I know.
You are allowed to roam, where you wish, or senators that want to talk to you or whatever. Anyway, I am assuming that Julissa would like to bring you back to the company of Lord Boltus, who left you, but politely to a lord, not just have, you know what I mean? Just sort of a follow-up.
Yes, that's good. I will do that then.
So drag.
Well, if we're going to make it look less comfortable than a drag, I'll take
No.
No.
This way.
I escort you.
Yes, this way. One hand on the shoulder, steer.
Back of the neck. We're going this way.
Yeah, going this way. So, back to the main senatorial area, we find Lord Boltus. And I'm just going to set up the Senate here. And once again, we'll just quickly pull up the party sheet, because it's a party.
There you are.
Mm-hmm. And we have Leon, we have Julissa, and Zubari. So we have Leon speaking with a certain lord, and we have you two down here in the corner. So can you guys see this here? Mm-hmm. A little zoom in here. Dun dun dun.
Hey, that's us.
Yeah, I'll just come right on these menus. Great wonderful looking minis that I love purchasing from Devin Knight, who actually supports Roll20, and then I import them over here. Like great looking top down minis. So in the Senate, and you guys find Lord Boltus. Ah, there you are. So finish up all right as rain with the gods and those ruffians, referring to the incident in the other room where you were healing. He left you to heal.
Oh, all is well.
Excellent, excellent. I was just discussing with this other nameless lord here, and he just launches into whatever, and they have a conversation sort of without you guys. They just expect you to like be enthralled, and they talk, and they'll acknowledge you if you speak up. But otherwise, the two of you are just kind of standing on the fridge of a lordly conversation, and time starts to tick by. Is
there anything being inferred or referred to that we can pull out of their conversation to gain information?
Their gossip. Their much talk really is about the primogeniture vote, which is about to happen.
Okay.
Now, a short while ago, right at the end of the last episode, the Grand Prince Stavian III himself, carpet rolled, went right through the arcade, right past you guys, ulfined up the Ulfin Wall of Vikings, and in the next room that we've got over here, the Emperor's Arcade, as it were, and they won't let anybody in. And Maxilar also has disappeared. So I'm going to assume Fafal goes back to his manhunt looking for Maxilar for whatever reason. We discussed a couple episodes back. Upstairs in the gallery, Frank, as Lord Gildevarth, continues to smooge one of your targets. One of the party's targets. The Duchess Arabella Pace. Countess Arabelle Pace. Countess Abrielle Pace. He is in the middle of schmoozing, and we will get into that next time with Frank. And we have Winston up there checking in with Lothid, which we'll get back to in a moment. So, down here on the Senate floor, the hottest topic is the primogeniture vote, where can a woman inherit the throne? Well, the man, after losing his son to a tragic accident, the Grand Prince only has the Princess Eutropia herself, who is rousing the Senate and trying to get a vote passed. The prince's opinion, the Grand Prince, has been kind of distant on this. So for him to suddenly show up early during this day of exaltation, Now, there are a couple things going down. This is the actual room where today, on the day of grand exaltation, the party is not only just for like the Senate and get some things going, it actually is to have, this is the day of the year where a commoner is elevated to noble status. And they pick someone that has really served the community or the country or something. So if you give me some gather info, or you could possibly turn to your local, who could get some knowledge local here, the Cavalier that's been escorting you, that's from Taldor, you could be a little bit more enlightened into what's going on.
I will turn to it. Okay. I believe you know more of this place than I. Can you tell me what they're talking about?
She's been doodling this entire time.
I have not. I am listening.
Okay. Knowledge local.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I would like to take this moment to thank Cheryl, our Dicewise Entertainment's executive producer, and possibly starting her own channel, Red Raven Reddits, as it's plastered across her screen. I want to take that down. So, still in the backburning works. People can start searching for this.
It's not like I have followers. Nobody is waiting for it.
No, okay. See. False advertising.
That's almost like a challenge.
Yeah.
Don't you dare.
So... Yeah, Rob, with his technical knowledge that I've been leaning on heavily lately, he's like, here's your channel. Go. What? Oh, no. Knowledge local. 20. As I was explaining, the primogeniture vote to try and get a woman who could possibly inherit the throne through the bloodline. Sen's going to vote on that today. And then we have Julia. You understand that this year's exaltation winner, as it were, as I was telling Leon a couple sessions ago, his name is Calbo of Breezy Creek, and he's a tapestry weaver, and the tapestries that this family puts out are beyond epic and in high demand. And
what's beyond epic?
Beyond epic would be like the certain amount of detail and time that he would put into it, as opposed to just like churning them out. Hey, let's do the flag again. Big blue-green field, and, detail. Such detail. Maps, tapestries, family crest woven in, like you were the family that discovered this part of the country. God forbid you should pick up a real estate and move.
The reason I ask is, like, does he actually, like, if he's doing a family tapestry, the history is woven right into it?
Possibly, for enough gold. Probably with anything. But because of this, okay, being from the small hamlet of Breezy Creek, he is this intended recipient of the noble elevation from Grand Prince Stavian. So Stavian is here to give his speech. That'll probably happen towards the end of the evening. You know, right now, lots of hobnobbing, lots of dignitaries, foreign, yourself included. You know, everyone's networking, right? That's what she can tell you about that.
Okay.
In character if she wants, but I guess my explanation
I don't know what you were talking about, honestly, honey. You were
the results of your knowledge local is Kaibo wins this year's, like the Tapestry Weaver will be a noble by tomorrow morning. You know.
It's my understanding that it's a tapestry weaver
by the name of
great talent.
There you go. Much nodding is the, it's always so much fun to play a bard because you just go, what do I know? And the DM goes, here's your card, and you just read it off, or the bard goes, you know this. Or the DM says, you know this, and the bard goes, yeah, what he said.
I know this.
You know this. Baby steps as we flounder. It's fine. So, moving on. I'm assuming a foreign dignitary cleric that's just sort of visiting and trying to take all in the culture and everything, and you're like, this is the party of the month, it's Exaltation Week, and this is the night it all happens. It's a very prestigious party, it's almost like they're voting for the president kind of thing, and you get to be here. Tons of people to talk to, your fellow clerics that live in Taldor, of a different race and a slightly different culture. I'm assuming you've probably already done that bit. And these lords, like Lord Boltus, have found you an oddity or interesting and want to know your views on a bunch of stuff, but they always eventually turn it around to themselves, what they're interested in, and this is a point where you got wandered off. Now, he recently, a couple episodes ago, dragged you to do some work in healing, and you met a very interesting group of Cavaliers and a lord. Several lords, actually. And then just kind of took the opportunity, like you said, deke out, wander off. Now she's found you again. Winston.
Yes.
Lady Lothide.
The fair maiden herself.
Mm-hmm. Half Taldian, half Kadirian. The
all woman.
Enemy country, yeah.
So I'll approach her, deliver the missives that I had to deliver to her. Let her know that I have yet to drop the message off to Junior Senator. What was his name?
Dow?
Dow, that's it, yes. But that I'm going to go ahead and find him straight away.
Mm-hmm. This here is Lady Lothide, and this is her in her, jewelry, as it were, done up nice. Got a couple images of her. Oh, not that one. Is it all the same?
Keep it PG.
No, I was just... These are the scandalous... No, I love this picture of her. This is what she was dressed like when you met her in the pastry shop. And she's got the pistol peeking out of her right hip, a couple of swords, a little bit of a curved scimitar going on here, reflecting her mixed Kadirian, which is sort of like Galorian's Persia, as it were.
Super unimpressed with that gemstone.
Yeah, but it's a very cool picture. I really like it. It doesn't blow up well, though. Look at that. It's gone. Okay.
It smells of wizenberries.
It does not smell of sarin, right? Yeah.
We'll keep this one nicer. And, of course, now I've lost the map. Really gotta get used to this. Oh no! The Senate has vanished into the evening. There we go. There's the Senate of Taldor. Now, do you guys keep your copies up? Because I'm flipping through pages, bum, so. All right. Do you approach Lady Lothide? She's speaking with people and politely watching the show of the entertainers and everything, but...
I will approach.
Okay.
And, but I will wait till a lull in the conversation. I won't just interrupt.
Know my place.
She finishes up, politely excuses herself, and says, so Winston, did you manage to deliver all the missives I had set upon you?
All but one, my lady. Junior Senator Dow has a message that I'm to deliver to him.
But you can't seem to find him.
Indeed.
Rob, can I get you to meet up there? You're getting snack from you. Well, if I were Dow, I'd try the arcade. Because he's a junior senator, they're always impressed by the trophies and achievements, and you know what I mean. And the senior senators or his father usually tries to keep him at arm's length, running errands for him as opposed to at his side in the main Senate building. So I would try either the archives or the arcade.
I appreciate the direction, my lady. I shall deliver the missive at once.
Sir Winston.
And bow low.
Okay.
Wheel around on Barkley, leap over the crowd of kids and wave.
Look, it's the fat man on his heart. A huge huge halfling. I never should have let you exceed the 30-pound max weight or something like the wolf's buff because of it. But
he's not 100 pounds anymore. He's 80 pounds now.
Oh, okay.
The adventuring is working.
Oh, it is. Good to know.
Yeah, and probably not too long after our next stint of adventuring, I'll be even lower.
No?
The more time I stay away from the pastry shops.
I suppose. All right. So, speaking of staying away from pastries, you head back down the stairs, give the kitchen a wide berth.
Yes.
All right.
Straight for the arcade.
Straight for the arcade.
Play me some Galga.
Play some Gaga?
Galga.
Oh, Galaga. I thought you said Gaga like you're going to start singing Poker Face or something. my Poker Face. He will. All right. Into the arcade. And searching. Perception checks abound.
And searching. What do I see with a mighty perception of 11?
Not much. I think we're pretty much just ready to tap this interview. Nothing's really interesting has happened during this. It's almost like a pickup episode. You know, some of our movers and shakers are wandering around trying to shake down major NPCs and players, and you guys are sort of wandering around trying to bottle up, waiting for the next thing to happen. I believe I need to patch Ryan as Bartholomew speaking about what he took to level. But I will tell you this. Matt?
Yes.
Sir Winston?
Yes.
The red carpet that was laid down to announce him,
Yep.
okay, is exciting. It's still there, and they leave it for him, to possibly, use again. And next episode, we will go back to Varth and cover the time lost. We will go back to Fafal. We will go back to Bartholomew, who's riding right now, towards the North Gate and on, try to get home because he thinks, perhaps, his family needs him. But do they really? We'll find out. But what I want to talk about now is something that is near and dear to your heart. Each group of servants comes to each room and bangs tinkling little bells. The dinner bell. The lovely chime that has, for you, a regular person, perception of 5 or 10, but for you, a perception of 1.
I never don't hear that.
That's right.
It's like the cat, shaking the bag of cat treats.
Yes.
I'm punching through walls like the Kool-Aid man.
Yep. About 20, 30 minutes that we've burned beyond Prince Davian's arrival. Servants begin to bring out a light supper. They place various expensive cheeses, fruits, pastries, and wines out on tables in several rooms, carrying platters to offer a momentary repast. The food will placate, hopefully, these masses that have been left confused in Stavian's abrupt arrival and then sudden disappearance. It's very well played. Now, your father, being a servant, being a butler, okay?
Yes.
This takes you back to memory lane. We arrive, there's a red carpet, and every room you go into, despite your own mission and looking, you have got the general sense of confusion. Why is he here? Why did he disappear kind of thing? And, the man behind the curtain, the butler, let's go, let's serve dinner. That will, change the mood. So to have this come out timed like this, even though it's been like a good 20 minutes, half an hour, you can kind of see what they're doing. So you do, from your sort of background with your father, I'd say that that you're probably not going to see Stavian anytime soon. And the gal is trying to cover up him being here so that people are, get on with something else.
Distract them with food.
Yep.
Works every
Because that
time.
works every single time.
Every time.
As well, Zubari, Lady
Yes.
Jalissa, food is served. Tables are brought out to everyone's a Senate, food type of thing.
I see some local delicacies. I take her by the elbow to the nearest table.
Okay. So do you guys get your little platters and begin nibbling on the buffet?
Little platter? No.
Okay. What about you, Jalissa? You feel like you're on the clock here or
I can eat.
Okay. Can I have a knowledge local check from both of you? Because it's not
I thought
just
you were going to ask for a fortitude save. I was like,
no.
no.
It's not just local delicacies because there's it's almost like seasonal favorites. Like how you make Christmas cake at Christmas, right? Because this happens every year, they have special Exaltation Week foods. Winston, I believe it was your Lord Drop that named them. Do you remember what they roll out?
Oh man,
canal cakes, kebabs.
Because it made me drool.
Yeah, kebabs. Chelish Raven cake gets shipped in. From not all over. Anyway, knowledge local. What do we get here?
I got a 16.
Okay. So, Jalissa, you'll be able to easily tell what actually is sort of home. This is our specialty. Oh, this comes from North Taldor. This comes from these. This is actually Chalice Raven Cake, not from here, right? Zumbari.
Yes.
You know this with your 20, right? Yeah. So you specifically start digging into the local delicacies, right? Okay.
Start grabbing the specialty ones. Okay. And handing them to Jalissa as well. Like, no.
Sure.
This one.
Get your napkin. Num. Do you carry a shield? You just pull it down like your own platter and just walk.
I was thinking that actually, to pull it right out.
No, the woman has a sword belt with 2 swords on it, I believe.
Yes.
And
are we allowed to be armed here?
She is.
I am.
Fair enough.
And you yourself, I believe, because I handed you an NPC, I believe he actually does have like a mace or some minor.
Actually, no, but what I did when I did the characters, I gave him unarmed combat.
Oh, okay.
And so anything happens, we're covered.
Yeah. The players are certain dignitary, that type of thing, but I guess, being foreign, so no, it's fine.
Standard social rules apply when it comes to weapons, is what you're saying.
That's okay. I mean, look at the last fight. There were chairs to break, instant club, I'm sure adventure that's just mean restricting weapons and armor when you walk in. If something bad, possibly, maybe in the future would happen, I'm pretty sure they would cover you with something, throw a bottle. Or like just load up on crab cakes, let them harden in their sling bullets, like as Matt's plan is with Sir Winston for the future. Sir Winston, a light supper. It's supper time.
I could eat.
Barkley starts growling and like specifically moving you away from the tables.
I'm just reaching for the fine cheeses.
Okay. So you guys eat, and because they bring out food like to a main room, but they do like trays come to further rooms. Hey everyone, look, you have some of this. Oh, this is really great. You can get more back in these other table. So they send out like samples to all the rooms. Servants are like, so people just don't want to leave a room. Oh, num. But they are trying to like draw people along the main tables in the buffet. A century-old bottle of wine, donated by the Lothide family, is opened at this point.
Hey.
Yes.
Near who?
Well, that's the thing, is to show off, someone like Lord Bothell is like brought a glass. And because you're, would you like to try to maybe get in on this visiting dignitary, puff yourself up? I'd love to try this type of thing. You might be able to get away with it, sure.
What is that scent? And I just reach for the glass.
Oh, okay. You just take it out of his hand.
Is that for me?
I say. Really. Anyway, try some? Okay. Quaffing it down, right? Century-old Taldarian wine, donated by a prestigious magical family. Tastes absolutely putrid. I would like a will save on the spot that you don't spit this stuff out. It's vile. I don't mean like, oh, it's strong. Good stuff. I mean, it's rotten. It's like...
It's horse piss.
It's turned to...
like drinking pure vinegar.
Just completely nastified. Now, it is true that some bottles of wine that, weren't made properly can possibly turn to vinegar, turn sour, whatever, but this was supposed to be, really good stuff. And not just you. Like, people are just... as this bottle spread around, Oh, they're explaining what it is, and people are holding it, and, like certain dignitaries. Okay. 21, Zumbari. What's that?
Nope.
With a 21, I would say I can probably hold it down and even lie about how good it is. Like,
start doing the mouthwash.
Definitely a unique flavor.
Okay. No, that's good that you don't spray this all over, Lord Baldos,
I do not finish it, though.
No.
I must share this.
Do you give it back to him or just warn him off?
I just reach over and go, and would you try some of this?
To who? To Lady Jalissa? Or...
No, not Jalissa.
No.
We're kind of pals, I guess, at this point. So
okay.
Find somebody going by and just kind of drop it on a tray.
All right. But you don't give it back to Lord Balthus?
No, all things in moderation.
Okay. Well, guess what? As it were, an earlier mission, for those in the know, Leon and Sir Winston's, one of Lothide's missions they gave them was to sabotage wine that her brothers had donated to make her own family look bad. This puzzled Leon the samurai, but they went and did it. And took them several failed attempts, but they finally got this syringe through the cork and putrefied the bottle, and it embarrasses the Lothide family. However...
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Can I make a perception on that, by any chance? What am I?
No, knowing that it's like not just chance that it turned to vinegar, that somebody's messed with this?
Exactly, because one of my horizons that I can use as much as I want is purify food and drink.
Oh, okay. It would de-alcoholize it. It wouldn't, because they've just added a harmless component to make it rotten. You know what I mean? It's not.
Yep.
They made it taste awful. Or, well, I guess it does say putrefy. Yeah, sure.
So if I could purify it.
So you just like pass your hand over your own cup before you give it up. That was great.
I would take the drink, switch around. This isn't right.
Okay.
Then I would use my spell because it doesn't require anything.
But imagine the scene: a cleric praying over the glass to make it palatable.
All I have to say is, And then I mutter under my breath, I wonder if this tastes unique, and I'll hand it back to him actually, so he can try it.
All right.
Spraying it everywhere, and his glass will be
for flavor's sake. Since you're new to the character, instead of letting it stand, that you pass the glass off, right? You do the double reach. Wait a minute, snatch it back off the tray and do the Orsa. Maybe I hadn't thought of that. Okay, let's have your little Adabar prayer. What do you?
What Adabar believes in justice and things that are right. So let's make this wine right.
Okay, pulling a coin from your purse and dabbing the gold coin.
No, I have my wooden.
Oh, your holy symbol. Okay.
Yeah, just pull it out, wave it over the glass.
Okay. Oh, right. There's no real material component for such a low.
Not for that one. And then I give it back to you to try.
I thought you drop money in like ice cubes. This will do.
That is a vile use for money.
Yeah, sorry. My apologies, Acolyte Zubari. So, I'll stay out of your religion. So, a little wave, a little hocus pocus, right? A little sip, much better. Anyway, Lord Bolthos, sees and word murmurs, what are these Lothians trying to pull, blah, 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 right? Now you're offering it to Bolthos, and he instantly had forgiven you for being so rude because you kind of saved him face and disgusting. Now you're pushing it back at him. Here you go.
To try it, because he says everything's wrong.
I think not. I'm just kind of looking at it.
I'll continue to enjoy it then now that it's good.
Okay, yeah. It's not bad. Everyone's spitting up everywhere, and the one guy's just like, oh, yeah, it's good.
I was more scanning the room to see if the bottles were in the room or whether they would still be back in the kitchen.
I believe it's a bottle, so they were selective.
Too late to say that.
And Lord Bolthos was lucky enough and high-ranking enough that somebody the Lothians would want to impress.
Gotcha.
Right? He was on the target list, and he might be near somebody, and Leon and them are all having a giggle. And you snatched it. And now, with everything going on, him looking around, and then the waving kind of missed that bit, right? But he's looking at you going, oh, wow, this is the guy who kind of saved me. And then you're like, oh, no, here you go. I don't think so. All right. So,
it is quite
the scene pulls back, and this mini scandal about dinner and those that have imbued from the bottle and cursing Lothian name and finding out where it's from, because the servants at the bottle are passing it around. We're like, donate from the Lothian family, one of our prestigious families, 100-year, century-old bottle of wine. That a non-Taladian priest of Adabar from the Moagi Expanse jungle is the only one who gets to enjoy half a glass of really, really nice, now that you've fixed it, century-old, Taladian wine. And we'll see you next time on Dice Before Dishonor. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.